Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today to be talking about my first trimester. I'm going to be calling this little series Baby Bump Diaries. I thought that would be such a cute name. I have not filmed them forever, so obviously I feel a little weird, but I'm really excited to share my experience in my first trimester because it's different from my last pregnancy. And when I say different, I mean completely the opposite of what my first pregnancy was. So I'm excited to tell you guys how I'm like proof that one pregnancy could be super amazing and the next one is just freaking hell. So we're gonna jump right on in. I'm gonna just say a little intro like on how my pregnancy has been going, and then I'm going to go into all of the questions because I have a lot of questions to answer from you guys. So thank you so much for being interested in my pregnancy and asking me all these amazing questions. So once again, stay tuned if you guys want to know how it is in your first trimester. This doesn't mean it's going to be like this for everybody, but it's just little things to look out for. So I'm excited. Alrighty, so just to jump on in, I found out that I was pregnant literally in my 4th week. I think I was probably like 3 days late on my period, and I decided to take a test. I literally got those dollar tests from the dollar store. I had it in my drawer because this pregnancy was planned. So I was like, is this the moment? Am I pregnant? We had tried for about a month and a half, and luckily, boom, I was pregnant. So I couldn't believe it. It was so crazy. I was shaking, I was nervous, I wanted to get pregnant so bad. And then when I found out I was pregnant, all of my fears just came at once because I'm like, do I realize what I just got myself into? Like, Priscilla, you're gonna go through all this stuff like all over again. So I was pretty terrified. I called my boyfriend right away and I was like, oh my god, guess what? You're not gonna believe it. I ended up going to the store, getting another pregnancy test, and obviously it was a positive. So that is how I found out. Literally, I made my appointment, I think a few weeks later because I was waiting on my referral from my doctors, and it just took forever. So I took it in my own hands to find my own OB. I love who I'm with. I'm with Mom Doc here in Arizona. So I love going with them. They take really good care of you. So I love seeing them. I have had difficulties in the past with my pregnancies. This is my 4th pregnancy and I only have 1 child living. So I have gone through things where I could talk about later on. I think it's just so much to talk about. I don't want to scare you guys, but there's a lot of things that can always go wrong in pregnancies that are really tough as far as miscarriages or just like deformities and things like that that you would never think about, but it happens to people, and some of those things have happened to me. So I think that's what scared me the most, was having all those feelings come back and just being so worried that something could go wrong again. But luckily, thank God, to this point nothing has gone wrong yet. So I'm very thankful to God for just making everything go good in that aspect with my baby's health. So yay for that. I don't want to bore you guys with so much talk with that. I do want to answer most of your guys' questions because that's what this is about. I can do a tell-all on like previous pregnancies or certain things that you guys do want to know. You can just comment down below and we can go from there. So some of the questions that were asked. How did you find out you were pregnant? So I found out that I was pregnant just through an at-home test. Like I said, 99-cent store, very simple. I found out almost immediately. So this pregnancy already seems like it's been forever because most girls find out later on. I just feel like I've been pregnant for like a lifetime already. The #1 question that I have been asked is if I've been nauseous at all. I kid you not, from the moment that I found out I was pregnant, it marked a week after, I think I was maybe about 5.5 weeks, my sickness was real. I've never been nauseous in my life, and I was literally nauseous from the time I woke up to the time I fell asleep. I'd say barely about 3 days ago it's been starting to subside. Thank you, Jesus, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to handle it anymore. It was just too much. It's the worst thing that I've ever dealt with. Like, honestly, I told my boyfriend, I was like, this is literally birth control for me. I never want to feel like this in my life again, because it was just so scary. I was taking diclegis. This is something that your doctors may give you. It is nausea medicine. You take 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 2 at night. I'm not one. My son just came in, sorry. Freaking gets to me. I'm just kidding. But this is something that your doctors might give you guys, and it did help me out, but I'm one who doesn't like to take a lot of medication, so I would take it here and there. Not only that, it's been really hard for me to take my prenatals. So I'm 15 weeks, and I kid you not, I've maybe taken my prenatals a total of like a week and a half this whole pregnancy, because it's been really, really hard for me. That was one of my triggers with my nausea. Not only that, everything I eat, everything I drink would get me nauseous. Water was one of the things that triggered my nausea the most, which was hard because that's how, you know, I need to stay hydrated. So that was horrible. Another question from Myra is, what is, or was it bad going to Mexico because of the Zika virus? I don't know what virus that is. All I know is I asked permission with my doctor. They just told me to make sure I did do mosquito spray, because the mosquitoes carry like a lot of viruses. So that was one thing that I did. So I guess just asking your doctor is the best thing to do. So this is from Jenna 0618. Hey girl, I'm 8 weeks pregnant and have yet to start vomiting or feel nauseous. At how many weeks did you start? So Mia was pretty early, about 5 weeks. Everybody's different. It just sucks. I started so early, and with my son I had no sickness at all. Maybe like a few times that I could remember. Do you have any name picked out? I do have names picked out. I don't want to say what they are, only because I don't want nobody to steal them. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, but you know. What foods do you crave the most? Right now, my favorite thing to eat is strawberries. Strawberries are the shit. The way I eat them is I like to like scrape with my teeth all of like the seed part first, and then I like scrape into like the middle, like literally like with my teeth, and I love doing that, and it just tastes so freaking bomb to me. How did you tell your dad, big brother, and fam? So literally with my mom, really simple. I was just like, hey, I was acting like all weird, all super nice, and I was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, nothing. And then I was like, are you ready to be a grandma again? And she's like, no way. And she was really, really excited. Everybody else was a little shocked, only because it took so long. My son's 5 already. So I kind of wish I would have gotten pregnant sooner. But you know, things always happen at the right time for the right reasons. So can't complain now. What grosses you out as far as food? Almost everything, except for strawberries. Okay, so many questions. Did you know right away that you were pregnant? Yes, I did. Some of the symptoms, so nausea would have to be the most, or like the symptom that I've had. And being tired, yes, very, very tired all the time. It sucks how tired I've actually been. But like I said, finally now, they say like once you go into your 2nd trimester, things kind of get a little bit better. And thank God for me, it's actually getting better. There's other people where they just stay sick the whole time. Or some people start subsiding like at 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. I'm in my 4th month and I'm starting to feel so much better, so I'm really, really happy. So definitely this pregnancy is a lot harder than my last. Changes that I've noticed from my belly is my belly's a lot lower and pointier. With my son, it was a lot higher and rounder, which was supposed to be the sign for it to be a girl, but he ended up being a boy. So yeah. So a lot of girls are asking me, what do I recommend to keep on pushing you guys? That's a hard one, because I almost wanted to give up like every day. I would tell my, and I don't say give up as an abortion or anything like that, but just give up in the fact where I was so sick and all I wanted to do was sleep. I didn't want to be active. I didn't want to do anything. So there's nothing to prepare you for those things, but just have your loved ones around you to just, you know, reassure you that everything's gonna be okay. That's what kind of helped me a little bit. But in reality, there's fucking nothing. It was just bad. It was bad. Okay, so yes, my pregnancy was planned. People asked if it was planned. Definitely was. Yeah, morning sickness was the main one. And just if my pregnancy was planned, if I know what I'm having. How did my son react to the news? My son is freaking ecstatic about having a brother or sister, which makes me so happy, and then makes me sad because it's like, boy, you do not know what's coming ahead of you. At least for the first few months, you know, a lot of my attention's gonna be on the baby, but I want to do whatever I can to make sure my son feels loved and feels, you know, important. I don't want him to feel like it's all about the baby, so including him in everything is my main goal. And you know, I don't want my baby to feel like left out or anything like that. So another question was, do I plan on doing anything differently this pregnancy that I didn't do with my last? I would have to say the only thing that I plan on doing different is maybe breastfeeding a little bit longer. With my son, I breastfed him till about, I think it was like 5 months, so maybe I can go, I don't know, about a year. I feel like that's just way too long. But just a little bit longer than that would, I guess, would be a goal of mine, because, you know, that's really good for them, and I would like to bond that way, I guess, you know, with my baby. And then, what is one thing that you're experiencing during this pregnancy that you never experienced with your other ones? So far, everything has been completely different. Like I said last time with my son, I feel like it was a little bit more smooth sailing, but there were difficulties once again. My son did have some things going on, or we did have some scares that did go away in the 3rd trimester. Like I said, that's something that I think I'll review in my next video because there's a lot to talk about. So yeah, those are pretty much all of the questions. Like I said, there was a lot of repetitive questions, but I want to thank everybody for all of their you know, questions and wanting to know how it is being pregnant and things like that, because you just never know how it's gonna be. And like I said, even though I'm telling you guys how it is for me this time, it can totally be completely different for you, the opposite, or it could be identical to what I'm going through. And like I said, it's been hard. It has been very hard, but I'm pushing, and it does get better. If you feel like crap, it does get better. So no piensen que like you're gonna stay feeling like death forever, because that's how I felt. Trust me, it gets better with time. Hopefully I got to everybody's questions. Now, some little things that maybe I could think of that you guys might want to know is weight gain. Weight gain in your first trimester usually should be 1 to 5 pounds. I ended up getting sick in my first trimester, So I believe that I had gained, but then I like lost. I started weighing 167 and now my current weight is 165, and I'm in my 4th month, so I really haven't gained much. But then again, I was a little bit overweight. My normal weight is usually around 159 where I feel comfortable. So I feel like either way my body has just kind of lost while gaining at the same time, if that makes any sense. My hair is like on one. Okay, I literally had hair across my dang forehead. Pain in the butt. But anyways, so yeah, so weight gain, don't worry about it. You should really just, I think they said to exceed, to add 300 calories to your diet. So it's actually not that much. A lot of people think like, oh, I could eat whatever I want now. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. So with my last pregnancy, I did end up gaining about 31 to 35 pounds. That's my goal this time around too, maybe a little less. But yeah, and then as far as just in general, like I said, this pregnancy has been so much more different, so much more difficult. I feel like my stomach has shown a lot faster. A lot of girls have been telling me, oh, it's because it's your 2nd baby, but it's actually my 4th pregnancy. With my 1st pregnancy, I went up to 11 weeks. With my 2nd pregnancy, I went up to 23 weeks. And obviously with my son, I went full term, and now I am 15.5 weeks. So it's a really exciting journey. I'm really excited overall. I never was upset about being pregnant. I've been happy since the beginning. Also, as far as I remember seeing a question, what's it called? Gender preference. So I am hoping for another boy. I mean, if I have a girl, it's fine, but I'm really hoping for another boy. I would love my son to have a brother and have them be really close. That would make me super happy for him to have someone. I feel like when it's a brother and a sister, sometimes they could be pulled apart a little bit, but I guess it could happen with brothers as well. But I really want to teach my children to be close and always know that at the end of the day they have each other, and I don't want to say no one else, but even though, you know, one day eventually they'll each have their own families, I really want them to be connected and never forget about one another, because that's sad when, you know, those situations happen. But yeah, I really don't know what else to say. I feel like I kind of skimmed really fast through this video, only because sometimes it's really hard for me to breathe, low-key, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm a little bit nervous too. But like I said, if you guys have any other questions, any other concerns, I definitely will be doing a video on just updates or things that you guys may want to know on previous pregnancies that I have had, since now, you know, it's out and I let you guys know. I'm sure some of you guys will be curious on what things kind of went wrong and stuff like that. So I'm not afraid to share those things with you. Sometimes it's good to have knowledge on certain things, because, you know, me and my boyfriend didn't know a lot of things and it was really scary. We were really young, so I think it would be good for me to share those things with you. So I'll definitely do a video after this on that subject. But I'd like to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope this did help some of you guys. And if it didn't, I'm sorry, but I hope you enjoyed it either way, because I had a lot of fun letting you guys know a little update on my pregnancy and how everything's going. As far as today to this point, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm able to do my makeup. I wasn't able to do my makeup for a really long time. I just had no desire, no energy, and like I said, I felt sick like the whole time, and I'm barely starting to feel better. So I just wanted to end this video with thanking you guys for being interested in my life and wanting to know about my journey with my little baby. And I'm so excited. I had to add some strawberries because you guys just know So good, so good. You don't even know. It tastes sour and sweet, and I don't know, strawberries have never tasted like this to me, so I'm really happy that I'm enjoying one thing because I wasn't able to enjoy anything for the longest. I was actually into green apples for a while with tahini. Oh, it was so good, but then it got to the point where I was eating it so much and it started hurting my stomach a lot, so I had to get off of that. And then I remember like tortilla with huevo was super good, but then my stomach started hurting. It's like I'd eat it for like a week straight because I was so into those things, and then it just would hurt. And with strawberries, it's been about, it's been like over a week and I'm still loving them, so thank God. Like I said, everything's just going to plan, I think, now, and my sickness is finally going the hell away. So I'll end this video with staining my fucking shirt. Are you kidding me? Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Please subscribe, and I will have more baby bump diaries to come for you guys. So thank you once again. My baby bump diaries won't just be my first, second, third trimester. It will be a few videos in between, so stay tuned for those. And thanks for watching. Love you guys. Talk to you guys, or talk to you later. Why did I stain my shirt? One thing that has grown